All top 10 proudly presents. Top 10 best opera houses in the world. The Opera House is one of the most important cultural landmarks that any city is proud to own. In the meanwhile, they are also a popular tourist site. Opera halls are typically historic architectural marvels that are well worth a visit, even if you are not a fan of opera or ballet. Look into these well-known musical acts and consider attending a performance if they come through. Number 10 Copenhagen Opera House, Copenhagen, Denmark. The National Opera House of Denmark is one of the most modern in the world. With a price tag of around $500 million, it is also one of the most expensive opera houses ever built. In the center of Copenhagen, on Holmén Island, it is located. Number 9 Vienna Staatsoper, Vienna, Austria. The 1869 built Vienna Staatsoper was mostly destroyed by the Allied bombing of Vienna in World War II. The house wasn't renovated or reopened until after the Russian occupation was gone. Under the direction of Karl Böhm, the newly restored Opera Theatre hosted the world premiere of Beethoven's Fidelio in front of U.S. Secretary of State John Foster Dulles. Number 8 Teatro de San Carlo, Naples, Italy. When it originally opened its doors in 1737, the Teatro de San Carlo was the first operating theatre in history. Number 7 Teatro Colón, Buenos Aires, Argentina. The Teatro Colón in the nation's capital, Buenos Aires, was constructed in 1908 and has 2,487 seats, just a few more than the Royal Opera House in London. It is believed that this location has some of the best acoustics in the entire world. Consider visiting the Teatro Colón if you adore opera and are looking for the finest sights in Argentina or Buenos Aires. Number 6 The Royal Opera House, London, England. This 2,256-seat theatre in Covent Garden is home to the Royal Opera, Royal Ballet, and Orchestra of the Royal Opera House. The current building is the third theatre to still remain there after the first two were destroyed by fires in the 19th century. Watch list of the best attractions in London, travel playlist. Number 5 Bolshoi Theatre, Moscow, Russia. This magnificent theatre and opera building made its debut in 1825. The Bolshoi Theatre now hosts ballet and opera performances. Watch list of the best attractions in Moscow, travel playlist. Number 4 Sydney Opera House, Sydney, Australia. The Sydney Opera House was erected in 1973 and has since been a part of Sydney's breathtaking skyline. It is one of the most well-known buildings in the world and the most identifiable representation of Sydney in Australia. This opera house is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Number 3 Lincoln Center, New York, United States. Along with the Metropolitan Opera, the Lincoln Center is home to the New York Philharmonic and the New York City Ballet. Once more, Marc Chagall painted 2 murals for the lobby of the Lincoln Center. Watch list of the best attractions in New York, travel playlist. Number 2 Palais Garnier, Paris, France. Ballet performances are held at the 1875 built Palais Garnier, which also houses the Paris Opéra. On the center of the ceiling, Marc Chagall personally painted brand new frescoes in 1962. The Palais Garnier is another well-known site in Paris. Number 1 La Scala, Milan, Italy. The most famous opera house in the world was built as early as 1778. It is well known for having excellent acoustics and is one of Milan's top attractions.